Meow, meow, meow. I want to go out. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow. Do you want to go out? Do you want to go out, Cassie? Yeah, well, you can't because we have construction going on today, and they're actually putting in the boards, the subfloor. So you have to stay in here. Yes, you do. She's okay. I gave her some water, and oh, she's just being so cute right now, aren't you, baby? You're being very cute. Yeah. When she wants out, she can be cute. Good girl. Just gonna rub some more. What? What you want? I'm trying to get her to meow. You guys haven't actually heard her meow. She's got a really deep meow for a small house cat. Yes, you do. She's being very affectionate today. What are you doing? What are you doing? You know, you're not supposed to do that. If Mom catches you doing that, she's gonna have a fit. Well, we'll let it go because you're stuck in here. You get bored. She's still got little kitten behavior. Needs to get all that pent up energy out. See, she wants to play. Good girl. Want to play? No? Want to play? Hey, baby. Want to play? Good girl. Good girl. What, Cassie? Good girl. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to get this light out of her face because I know she's not too crazy about the LEDs, but man, is she ever energetic today. Well, what do you know, guys? Just as I turn the camcorder off, she starts meowing. Isn't that just the way with a cat? Ay. Well, I don't know what we're going to get to a lot of today because most of it's going to be construction. I actually have a doctor's appointment here in about an hour or so. So I'm going to try to do a nice vlog for you today, see if we can figure out some things to do, and I'll talk to you a little later. All right, guys. Well, I thought we'd go ahead and do another short Q&A session to this video. I know I haven't done one of these in a while. It's not going to be super long, but without further ado, let's get started. Sue C. wrote, "Oh, Cassie is too cute. Get the lint roller out before your mom sees her coat." Yeah, she actually knew Cassie was sleeping up there. That was from yesterday's vlog, September 8th. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until the end, and we have one of those. We do have a lint roller, but we also have one of those electronic lint brushes that actually is supposed to take off like the top layer of the lint, and probably use both those in conjunction. It should get our coats fairly clean again. Ruckerman wrote, and this was a video I did about the Panasonic top loader VCR that my uncle's neighbor gave him, and he wrote, "I had one of those from new as well, bought it in May of 1984 to get ready for the Sarajevo Olympics." It's funny, I just watched a video yesterday about how the Sarajevo Olympics, the stadium is all decaying now because it basically turned into all these different countries and nobody wanted to keep it up. I don't believe it was capable of tuning cable channels, but it did have the ability to tune VHF 2 to 13, as well as UHF 14 to 83. Yeah, that's kind of like this one too. This one was not cable ready. I mean, you could tune the basic cable channels to it, but after that, you'd have to get some kind of converter box to get the higher channels. You flip down the door on the front of the VCR and turn the channel with a tiny thumb wheel for each of the 13 present positions. It was fiddly, it didn't like it much, but the picture was excellent. Panasonic makes great VCRs in their day. Yeah, they did. Up until about the early 90s when they started making really crappy ones. I remember we bought a new one in 93 and in 94, and neither of them lasted more than 2 or 3 years. The first one was a really high-end one, and that one, basically the motherboard, I'm not sure what the exact name for it is, but actually the main board, I guess, blew out on it, so it didn't have any power at all. The other one, the controller chip blew out on, so basically it would run, but it would run in either fast or slow motion. The motion was all over the place, so yeah, they did not make good VCRs later on. This is also a video. This is from Abandoned Exploration Adventures. This is in response to my September 7th vlog. He goes, wondered what output the Laserdisc player uses, assuming component video. How does the quality compare to Blu-ray? It doesn't use components. It's a little too old for that. What they actually use are just the old composite, the red, blue, and the red, yellow, and white jack. So the yellow for video, the red and white for audio. It doesn't compare to Blu-ray. It's close to DVD. DVD has about 525 lines of resolution. Laserdisc, I believe, has 425, so it's about 100 lines less. But compare that to the 250 lines that VHS has, you're still getting a very, very big picture increase. I mean, the quality is definitely noticeable. Let's see what else we got here. Let me go down the screen here. My computer's kind of acting up. Actually, the internet's acting up, because I think they're doing all that construction's interfering with it. Jonathan Dominic from, let's see. Okay, this is from the September 5th vlog when I went to look at trailers and parts. I saw those Laserdisc players when I went on Saturday. For those prices, I almost bought them, but the last one I got didn't work, so I can't talk today, guys. I haven't had enough coffee, so I didn't want to chance it. It was 50-50. The CDL 2600, the industrial one, worked fine. The other karaoke player, that one is not fixable. It has a problem with the circuitry. Probably, again, the main board. It'll turn on. It'll seem like it's functioning, but there's a laser disc stuck in, and no matter what I do, I cannot get it to eject. And I've checked the belts are all good on it. I checked all the gears are lubed. Everything is there. It's just not getting the signal from when you push the button. So it's a little bit out of my expertise to try to fix. So I'll probably go ahead and list that for sale and see if anybody's interested. Let's see what we got here. This is in reference to my Pioneer CTM, let's see, what model was that? That's the CTM 66R. That was the 6 cassette change that I have on my setup. This one's from Andy Gibbons. He wrote, as an ex-Pioneer reference point, UK preferred dealership engineer, I can help you date this more accurately. You can date it from the serial number on the back. The first letter is the year of manufacture. The second is the month. Years ran A, 1980, months A, January, L to December. Prior to 1980, the same systems was used. This takes us back to A, which would be to 1956. Wow. It's very interesting. I'm glad to know that. Thank you. I'm going to try to do that later on. I might be able to get back there with a flashlight and take a look at that serial number. But it'd be interesting to know exactly how old that is. Like I said, when I put that up, I was just guessing around 1990, because when I looked online, that's when it seemed most of the bulk of them were produced. But it still could be as late as 1992. That's when they ceased production on this particular model. Let's see. Tom Weil, and this was the vlog for September 4th. This was the cleanup after Tropical Storm Hermine. He wrote, glad you were okay in the storm, Matt. Lucky we didn't see anything like that out here in the UK. Just heavy winds on occasion. That Chinese food made me hungry. Off to make something. Yeah, that was pretty good that day. We are overdue, majorly overdue for a hurricane here, and that kind of makes me a little nervous because our last big hurricane was trying to think, Irene back in 2011. It was 5 years ago, and we generally get a hurricane about every 5 years, so we really need to watch out this year. But we have everything prepared. If you go back a couple of vlogs, you'll see that I did that hurricane preparedness video, and we have the whole kit ready. We have basically canned food, dry goods. We have plenty of water, and I'll basically refill that kit as time goes on, because if we don't get anything this year, some of the canned stuff is good for a couple of years, but the other stuff like the canned meat, I try to replace that at least once a year, because even though technically you can eat that, after 2 or 3 years the taste kind of suffers. And of course, we'll just use it for a meal and then just replace when we go to the dollar store next time. Let's see. Okay. Rondo, I may not pronounce this right, I'm sorry, Schiavoni, comment on the tour I did when I had my Buick LeSabre in my 2003. He goes, I just purchased the 2003 LeSabre and I love it. However, I did notice when I checked the battery voltage, it was like yours, 15.1 volts. Is this normal? Because most of my cars I once had a voltage reading of approximately 14.5. It's interesting you should bring that up. I'm going to start by saying I am not a mechanic. However, I've consulted my father, who is a 30-plus year ASE certified master tech, and a couple of his friends, and he told me the reason for the high voltage is the type of alternator that they're using. Those cars, they put in a very high power alternator. Actually, it was one made for a truck, I believe. It was like a... I want to say it was like 100 and something amps. I don't remember off the top of my head, but that's why you're seeing the higher voltage there. It also is going to depend on the way you drive your car. So if you drive your car just maybe 5 or 10 miles a day like I used to, the battery's not going to get a chance to charge up all the way. So whenever you do start the car, the alternator is basically, the computer's saying the alternator, okay, it needs to put out more and more power to make sure that battery is as high as possible. So the more you drive the car and for longer distances, the lower that number should go. Now, bear in mind, it may not go below a certain amount, like maybe 14.2. Mine never went lower than like 13.9, and that was even when the battery was totally full. But there's really nothing you can do about that. It really comes down to the alternator and the way the computer is configured to take the charge. So you're fine. As long as you don't see it go over, I'd say like 15.5 or 16 volts, then you get into the range of you may actually be doing some damage to your charging system in your car. Let's see. I'm going to do one more here. Sorry, guys, I don't want to make this too long. Sally Sermon. This was in response to my September 2nd vlog, and this one was preparing for the tropical storm. She goes, "Good luck. Hope y'all don't get much bad weather. I'm from New Orleans, and we have a whole house generator. We cranked it up last weekend to make sure it was ready to go for the season." Yeah, our neighbor just put one in. And we had considered it, but now that we have the trailer, it's not really as necessary because, one, we have a generator for the house, and two, we actually have a generator specifically for the trailer. So if we were to lose power for any length of time, we could actually go into the trailer and just live in there with the cat. So maybe later on. Right now we're getting the floors put in downstairs, and that's expensive enough, so we don't really want to spend the extra cost of getting a whole home generator, but it is something we're thinking about for the future. All right, guys, well, that's it for the Q&A today. We'll see what the rest of the day brings. I will talk to you in a little bit. Check this out, guys. I just caught Cassie. She's playing with her string. She was starting to attack my hand, which made me realize that, yeah, she really needs to play. You know, little kittens have so much energy. Even though she's close to a year old, she's still got that kitten energy in her. Don't you, baby? What? Oh, see, now she's getting bored. She probably wants me to go play with her, so let's see what happens. Cassie. Look. Look. Woo. She got it. She's much better playing with herself, though, I've noticed. Like, watch this. See, she's not really too interested, but watch what happens if I drop it. Let's see, she'll start playing with it. What? You're gonna make a liar out of me, aren't you, baby? I think she must be played out. I was playing with her for a few minutes, but generally she likes to play herself. Yeah, now she's getting kind of tired. Try one more thing. You're gonna lose it. You're gonna lose it, Cassie. You lost it. Good girl. It's amazing how much energy these cats have, but unfortunately now I think she's tuckered out. Oh, maybe not. She might have a few more minutes in her, but I'll let her rest and I'll talk to you guys a little later. Alright, guys, so I'll show you what they've been up to. The subfloor is going in right now. You can see this is what they're using, and they can actually go ahead and lay the top floor on this. This is it's like out track. I can't read that whole thing. Yeah, so this is basically like a moisture barrier too, so the tile won't flex and crack. And you see they just started doing it. They got to cut a piece for in here. This is what was underneath, but you can see once you put the tile down, it's going to be just about right level with the carpet, so that'll actually be really, really good. I think they're actually on break right now, so I can show you guys. Haven't really done too much in here. They started to pull up the rest of the linoleum and subfloor here, but we still have to do it under the stove, the refrigerator, and I believe still under the dishwasher here as well. And the very last room, the room that hasn't had anything done to it yet, the laundry room. So they're getting there slowly but surely. You know, I'd rather have it done slowly and properly than quick and have a sloppy job, and they do really nice work. But you can see we've had some water damage over here, but I don't think it was anything up here because we've never had a leak up here. I think what it is when we come in with our feet and it got wet over there, it kind of just seeped through the little cracks in the linoleum and then into the subfloor. One area I'm really surprised we didn't have it because I always thought that this was water damage. If you look right here, you can see it looks like something leaked down here, but then you can look down here and see subfloor was totally dry. So I don't know what was going on with that. And the other part that surprised me was the dishwasher, because I can remember multiple times linoleum coming up there and I was emptying the dishwasher and water just leaking out, and you can see very, very little water penetration, maybe a tiny bit there, but nothing major at all. So we actually fared really well as it pertains to water damage. They're coming back in, so I will talk to you guys a little bit later. Alright guys, well I just left a new thrift store we have in the area and I'm really excited. This is the first new one that we've had here for a long time, and it's called Lifeline Thrift. So if you guys live near my area, check it out. It's off of West Norfolk Road in Portsmouth, and I'll show you a few of the goodies I got today. This one I'm really excited about from the store. One is this this is actually a laptop cooling pad. This one has the USB connection for power. You can see it right there. And this one has the double fans. This is the same as the one that I had a while back. This is made by Targus. And these are like $40 new, but look at the price there, guys, $3. And this thing is in beautiful shape. It's like brand new. And the really cool thing about this is it puts your laptop at a nice angle to type with. So, yeah, I mean, it just got a little dusty in there, but I can blow that out. Really excited about that. And I found a few other goodies I'll show you real quick. Got this USB male to female extension cable for 50 cents. Basically, this allows you to extend the cable from the back. So this plugs into the back of your computer, and then you can plug any type of USB device into here. Probably a flash drive or mouse or something, but for 50 cents, I definitely couldn't pass that up. And let's see, also picked up just some cabling. This is just a composite red, white, and yellow cable. Not a bad deal, 50 cents. And last but not least, if I can get it out here, just got this component cable for $1. Not a bad deal for a component cable. I can always use extra ones of those. They're just starting to put stuff out. This is like their 4th day, so I'm gonna have to keep checking back. But this is really, really convenient. It's basically the same owners as another thrift store that's like 30 minutes from the house. So I'm just glad they have a branch close to me now. Awesome. Talk to you guys later. All right, guys. So I'm back home, and Cassie's over here rubbing the camera, so this may not be that steady. What are you doing? She is so curious at what's going on. What, baby? I'm trying to film here. I'm trying to film, and you're all over the place. Yeah, we know. You're cute. You're cute. We know you need your attention. Well, I'm going to go ahead and end the vlog here for today. Let Cassie play with this bag. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please remember to like and subscribe. And as always, what do we say, Cassie? Have a blessed day.